Brisbane's Lord Mayor Campbell Newman joins us now. Lord Mayor, you've called for a judicial inquiry into the flood crisis. Why?
Look, I was simply asked by a journalist from The Australian who's followed these matters for many years. He knows what the issue's all about, and I simply answered truthfully, which is there does need to be a good look at this down the track about how we can better protect Queenslanders, early warning, town planning policies, and I don't really want to address it any more than that this evening, but it's the right thing to do.
You predicted a major flood event in Brisbane at the end of last year. Are you disappointed more people didn't take notice?
Look, I understand that people often are bombarded with information. I've been trying for some time, in fact several years, to talk about the flooding issues. Brisbane has flooded. Sadly, Brisbane will flood again, and no amount of steel, concrete or pipes is actually going to flood-proof this city. What we do need, though, to do is to make sure that we do our best to deal with floods and actually warn people about the risks. And, for example, people are asking today about whether people should own riverside properties. So, well, I can absolutely be 100% confident that people will weigh up the risks and want to continue to live on the edge of the Brisbane River and take that risk.
The roads were a nightmare in the city today. When will some of those major arterials reopen?
Well, Jess, we've been working very hard on that key priority. That was our number one priority. I mentioned that last night. We've got right into that today with the help of the Defence Force and other supporting agencies. I'm happy to report over the next hour or two a number of roads will be coming online. I'd expect at least Milton Road and Coronation Drive. And I think the go-between bridge, and there'll be others that will come online over the night. I think we're going to have a fair bit more capacity by tomorrow morning. You've already run the part of the story about Coronation Drive. For the short term, it will be 2 lanes inbound, 1 lane outbound.
The clean-up will no doubt step up another notch tomorrow. Where should all those eager volunteers go?
Well, Jess, you'll bear with me for a moment, I've got some details there. We're setting up 4 assembly areas for people who don't know somebody but would like to help. Firstly, Doomben Racecourse, Boondall Entertainment Centre, Mount Cootha Botanic Gardens, the McGregor High School Assembly Hall. But at McGregor, by the way, you really need to go to the 8 Mile Plains bus park and ride, and we will bus you in there. We're asking people to come along to be self-sufficient. Wear boots, long trousers, long sleeve shirt, hat, sunscreen, mozzie repellent, bring water and food and be ready for your 4-hour shift, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Registration will start at 7 a.m. for the morning shift, 12:30 for the afternoon shift, and half an hour after those times buses will start to leave, and we will bus you into the areas to do that work. So have your equipment, your shovel, your broom, etc. with you. Please bring a photo ID card. We're going to ask you to fill out a form to actually say who you are, so we can really assure homeowners that people are fair dinkum when they get there. We'd ask people then to go in and do a hard day's or a hard 4 or 5 hour shift, and then we'll bus you home from an area where you can make the most difference. How do we decide whether it's morning or afternoon? Well, here's my proposal, Jess. Get a 20-cent coin, flip the coin, heads, I want you to turn up in the morning, tails, I'd like you to turn up in the afternoon. It's going to be a marathon, there's a lot of sprint, there's a lot of work to be done, and I'm sure we all like to see people coming back for some time to give this a go. So there's plenty of time for people to have a go at this.
Lord Mayor Campbell Newman, I'm sure there will be lots of people in their homes tonight tossing that coin. Thanks very much for your time tonight.
Thanks, Jess.